15 years on the market, 200 speeches a year.
Selling bikinis on the flea market.
How much money I can generate with this tool?
Trillions, bro.
Several million business, billion business.
One restaurant, second restaurant, third restaurant. And it was of course very easy.
Complicated things, to be honest. Hey guys, my name is Vasily Gamov. I am CEO of Peaky Ads Marketing Agency, and we came here to Italy, Milan, to Affiliate Expo, the biggest show in the industry. Here we're gonna catch Stefan aka Affpal, and talk to him about his consulting business, Affpal Consulting, and about his new position, CEO of Masters in Cash. And also we are going to figure out how to pay to affiliates 120 million during these several years, how to attend 200 conferences during the life, making a lot of speeches, and be just a cool guy. Stay tuned, we get started. So we're here in Milan and we have Stefan on air right here, right now. Yeah, good one, good boy. Welcome to the interview about you.
Yeah, it's a while that somebody called me a boy, but I know how you mean it. So thank you very much for inviting me to be the first guest in your new spectacular format. They put the microphone behind me so I cannot even move proper to shake your hands, but yeah.
That's nice. So first question gonna be is about money. I mean, first money you made not with Affpal business or with an affiliate business in general, but maybe from your childhood, maybe selling a fellow
or selling a fellow.
Selling a fellow, yeah.
Potato. So actually the first money I ever made in my life was in the year 1990. I remember it pretty much exact because that was when Germany united. So Western Germany and Eastern Germany united, and I had an uncle that had like a marketing company and he was making designs, or not the designs, the advertising for bikinis. And he got for this like hundreds of bikinis, and he gave it to my family, and we went with it to the flea market, and we were selling bikinis to the people that come from Eastern Germany, because they didn't have that. They were going naked in the water. Yeah, it's not even like a joke. So they have still like a big culture for being naked in the water.
Really?
So yeah.
Till now?
Yeah, it's still more popular there, but now of course everything is the same like in Western Germany, but back then it was more like naked, or you have like very unfashionable things to wear. So we had this 100 bikinis to sell, and this is the first money that I made, selling bikinis on the flea market, and it was of course very easy. We had this box with all the bikinis, and I was there like as a boy selling it. My parents were like saying, you do this, we sell the other stuff, and it was pretty good. I made it very cheap in the end. I was selling practically these bikinis on the flea market, and I think I remember even the amount of money. It was, I think, 900 Deutschmark that I made, what is 450 euros. But put this in consideration that we speak about 1990 and being like 8-year-old boy. So it was a practically serious amount of money.
Yeah, but flea market in general sounds like an affiliate marketing, because you sell to people, you find people all over this market maybe. Yeah. Maybe you sell something to your neighbors. Because you mentioned like nobody had this, so...
Nobody had bikinis for this price, and especially the Eastern German guys at this time, they were sometimes not even seeing that. Back in the days there were no smartphones, there was no internet. Okay, we had television, but that's practically it.
So you started with a bikini, and when sometime there you thought about, okay, I need to go into affiliate marketing, into this business, in digital marketing. When was it?
Definitely not. Yeah, it was not back then. I mean, in this age, I was running around the Christmas tree naked with a trumpet. That's how we say it in Germany when somebody is very young. I was never considering to enter digital marketing until it was really offered to me. I was selling insurances for 7.5 years. And there was one guy in my jiu-jitsu club, and he said to me, yeah, you are very good with selling insurances. I helped him with like a little problem he had, and he offered me a job in his company. And that was a dating company. So we are again at the bikinis in some way. It's chasing me for the rest of my life. And that is where I started, and this is now nearly 15 years ago, and it was one of the best, or let's say business-wise, it was the best thing that could ever happen to me.
When you're part of affiliate industry, you juggle countries a lot. Just like that, we just were in Milan, Italy, and already were in Tbilisi, Georgia. Same happens to your campaigns, you need to adjust them on a regular and fast basis. To make good profits of it, you need to have a trusted partner such as HilltopAds. HilltopAds is a leading network for advertisers, brands, media buyers, as well as publishers and mobile app developers. They have over 73 billion impressions from direct traffic sources, advanced targeting options and optimization tools. The features such as CPA Goal, targeting by interests and keywords, high-performing Popunder traffic allow advertisers to get as many conversions and targeted views as possible. Whether you work with dating, OnlyFans, e-commerce, VPN, cleaners, sweepstakes, mobile apps, iGaming or other verticals, you will get high results. And their professional managers take care of you every business day via Telegram, Skype, email or online chat. Register at HilltopAds now and boost your sales. Join via the link in the description to this video and get your welcome bonus, plus 20% to the first deposit of at least $100 with promo code PEAKYADS. Next question is gonna be about your biggest lose, because you came a long story from Bikini into affiliate businesses. You had some restaurants, offline businesses.
Yeah.
What was your biggest lose?
Actually, the restaurants were the biggest lose. I always wanted to have restaurants. So when I was 13, 14, I was on my own. My mother died and I had to practically take care of my own food. My grandmother was cooking too good. So I got to over 100 kilos, but it's also not nice because this is the age when you want to get laid more than now. Now we are older, so it's not so important maybe, but at this age you want to get laid. And I had to learn how to live healthy and learn how to cook. And this really became a really big desire for me. And I wanted to have from this time a restaurant. And it was not that I was dreaming about fancy cars, I really wanted to have a restaurant. And I visualized it in front of me. And then when I finally had enough money, I was making one restaurant, it's not working. So I make a second restaurant in parallel, it's not working. I made a third restaurant, it's not working.
Did you think it's about the amount of the restaurants?
Yeah, I thought like a big number will maybe, it's like a scaling effect, you know. And so I closed all these 3 restaurants, already a big loss. I make a 4th restaurant, I took an entire house, I renovated it, again not working.
What was the reason? Did you figure out?
I'm simply not a restaurant guy. It was like just a passion project without having any business idea behind it. It was also not like now with the consultancy and the HR, that stuff is like ending up as an opportunity in front of me. I was searching for this opportunity and it was not a good one. So very, very, very bad stuff to just chase your passion if you don't know nothing about it and you have no game plan and you do it only on the side, because the online marketing stuff was not resting in this period. So
what was the idea? To always have a tasty food?
So the food was really incredible tasty, but the concept was bad. The plating was bad, the marketing was bad. The marketing that works online or for like a brand, for an affiliate program, this knowledge cannot be transferred to a restaurant, especially not to a Romanian restaurant or to a restaurant in Romania when you are not from there. So it was a very big loss, and after these 4 restaurants, barbecue restaurants, were failing, I switched everything to a vegan restaurant. I was not giving up. You have to give me credit for that. So I made a 5th restaurant, this time vegan. I became vegan and it's turning into a good direction. And then COVID is hitting fully and everything is lost. I also leave the city where the restaurants were, or the restaurant, the remaining one was, and I closed this chapter and I went out with a few €100,000 of loss.
Do you think you will return to this restaurant subject if you have enough free money, I would say?
I had enough free money, but I got so obsessed with it. If I would have just made one restaurant, I would not have felt it. But investing in 5 restaurants and have 3 in parallel that are not working, we are speaking here about years it was running. It was not that I tried it for 1 year.
Oh, years?
Yeah.
How many?
I think it was something like 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years with no profit.
Yeah, and it was so bad that
why were you continuing investing in it for such a long period of time?
I got obsessed with it. It was turning a little bit, I think, like somebody that is gambling addicted. Greetings to our homies from the iGaming industry. So it was a bit like, I was thinking like, next month I have a good idea. Next month I make a burger week or something like this. Now I have 3 restaurants, now I make 4, so now it will work. So I got really addicted and I became very obsessed, and the restaurant was starting to define my life. The online business went down and so on. It's a horrible thing. People should know when to stop. And this was for me the problem, that it was affecting everything. It was affecting my private life. It was affecting my business, my online marketing business that I was in charge of. It was horrible. And what was even more worse than the loss of money was really that I was failing so hard. I was not confronted in my life before with like big fails. It's not that my life was paved with sugar and honey. It's not that I took on a project that I was so passionate about and everything went down. And it's an Avalach that is affecting all the other things in your life as well. So this is for sure the biggest loss I've ever taken. And I know that I would return to it. I would make similar mistakes again. And that's why I'm not even touching it. I stay away from it. It's like an alcoholic that stops to drink. And you ask him like, okay, now you are 10 years dry, but
time to start.
I have in my backpack, I have something. My grandfather made it with the best plums from God knows where. This one we have. This alcoholic will drink it and say, oh, grandfather, good stuff. Drinks the entire bottle, steals it from you, runs downstairs to the shop and buys another stuff. So I stay away from the things that is toxic for me. I only want to have good things in life. I will favor other things as well, that's clear, but I will never put so much effort and love into one thing like that.
Yeah, you stay sober from restaurants. That's a good idea, but the biggest loss comes with the biggest win, usually. So I guess, and I would like to wish you your biggest win is still on the way, but till this moment, what was the biggest win for you?
Well, it was like also 6-figure bonuses that I was just cashing in. When we speak really.
In what period of time? Like 1 month?
In like half a year. Additionally to my, let's say, regular income, like 6-figure bonuses on top. So, but practically all the money that I earned in this time was going into the restaurants.
Oh my.
So it was like 6-figure losses there, plus of course commission went down and so on. So it was not a good thing.
Oh, you're like at 0 point after this.
Kinda,
biggest win, biggest loss.
Yeah, so practically
like
working 7 years for nothing.
Yeah, okay, so we've been discussing this restaurant stuff and you've been running it for 5 years. So maybe it's a good idea to have some discipline in business. And I know you're as German, should know something about discipline. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, but I'm not a typical German. I left Germany 12 years ago just because I was not vibing with the culture. When I go in the elevator, I prefer to have like some fake small talk like, hello, how are you, good morning. I don't like it in online marketing, but like in personal encounters, I like this kind of friendliness, even if it's a little bit fake. I prefer somebody says, good morning, how are you, and don't mean it, then go to the elevator and say, hello, and there's like, we ask the questions. Huh?
Yeah. So, about discipline, I mean, it's important to have it in business, don't you agree? What is your strategies about discipline in business? How do you know when to start, when to stop? How to motivate you to go on with something?
Yeah, when to stop I was not knowing, and I will never bring myself in a situation like this. But I think what is important for discipline is to know your weak points and do everything to focus on your winning points and find strategy to eliminate as much as possible your weak points. For example, I'm a person that gets easily distracted. In this case, take out all the distractions that you have. Don't make stuff that you make a lunch break with YouTube, because you will sit there and the YouTube algorithm will suggest you something more to watch. So don't do that. Just eat and go back to business, or eat somewhere where there is no distraction possible. Make lists about the tasks that you have to do. Use tools that are helping you to keep track of everything. I really mastered the use of CRM systems for affiliate management, especially because I'm weak in that. And a lot of very good affiliate managers, especially when they are more sales focused than really detailed affiliate managers, should use that more and more to make their work easier and take away their weak points.
Okay, and we talk about discipline, we talk about biggest lose, biggest wins, and we will talk further about all the business of Stefan, like Affpal Consulting, Masters in Cash, and so on. Looks like you do a lot of during your life on a daily basis. Even you don't watch videos during the breakfast, what is ridiculous for me. Why not? So, but still, I mean, how is it possible to keep a good life-work balance, and what does it mean for you?
So I mean, one thing is important, that I love what I do at the moment, and it doesn't matter if it's the work that I do with Masters in Cash, if it's the Affpal stuff in all its aspects, or just the sports to keep me healthy. And additionally to this, I have also a 4.5-year-old kid that I have half of the time. I think what is one of the key factors is that I'm living in an environment that is not distracting me. So when I stay in my hometown, Yash, or hometown now since 3.5 years, there's zero distraction for me. So I can really focus on all on these things laser sharp. That is one thing. And when I travel and I go to the conferences, I practically fade away a little bit for that, and I focus on the distractions that I need. Parties, the networking, and all the stuff that you don't mention now on the camera. So this is like, I think, one of the big key factors that I do to keep like a structure in my life. Also, what I think is extremely helpful is the moment you see that you get into a routine with your work, you immediately hire people that will always cost you less than your own working hour. And this is what I always did, and what I do now also with Affpal. So when I saw that the job of pre-interviewing candidates became, and pre-interviewing also companies of what they really need, it becomes a routine. Then you should start to hire immediately people that can take over this kind of tasks from you. When I realized it's practically very repeating that the people are requesting from Affpal HR, that was not even called Affpal HR at this time, I hired Tina to take over this kind of things. Now she's very well connected in this industry, and today she will have also her first speech. Tasks are repeating for her as well, and she's now too qualified. So we hired already now the next person to fix CV, to fix job descriptions, and so on. So this is something I would recommend to everybody that is running a business. The moment they are seeing the tasks are repeating and they can be taught very easy to somebody else, they should outsource it and focus on the growth of the business.
Yeah, it's really crucial to save your life-work balance and to save a good attitude to your work. But let's check whether you live like what you're talking about. Let's talk about Affpal business. Let's see how you work at the conference, and let's discuss Masters in Cash. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Ciao ragazzi, we are here at Affiliate Expo in Milano, and we are here for the reason we know that Stefan, you have a booth here with Affpal Consulting, which is one of the main businesses of Stefan, not maybe the main, but it's a big part of his life. So Stefan, could you share the idea how you created Affpal, from where it started?
So it started actually around 4 years ago at the Affiliate Grand Slam in Dubai. I was invited to make a speech there. They said, of course, not about dating, what is my main vertical. So I had to come up with a new idea, and the idea was to speak about affiliate management. And during the research for the speech, I found out that there's practically not one single person that covers all the verticals about this topic. And in general, there are barely people that are covering that. I made my speech. People were very happy about somebody covering that. They asked me for help, for consultancy. I gave that out for free, and when the requests got more and more, I started to charge something for this, and it blew up into like a full agency with many services that we offer.
Yeah, nice. So that was like the internal desire to start something at stage. Like,
yeah.
What was the idea? To make money, to help the people? What is behind that?
Actually, the real first idea was to have a reason to travel the first time during COVID. So I was happy that there is a conference happening and that invite me to speak, because then it's always easier, like also with the costs and so on. And I never had it as a plan for a business. None of the Affpal services was planned out in any way. It just turned into that, and I realized also that the things that make me more happy is to improve the life of certain people that can start in this industry with my help, that can better in this industry, companies that can improve their stuff. And this makes me more happy actually than the money that I get out of it. But it's a nice extra.
Nice, nice. And with Affpal, you have such fancy, nice suits. Every conference, I remember first time I met you 1 or maybe already more years ago, you had like suit similar to that, maybe different colors. And I mean, what I'm talking about your fancy suits, about your style. And the question is Stefan in like with stage image and Stefan in real life different persons or?
Well, it's 95% the same person. Of course, I'm not going to the supermarket in this outfit in my town in Romania. There I dress like super casual. But when I go to the conferences, it's always like this. I love the suits. It's fitting my persona. It's just enhancing what I stand for. It's just like, I don't know, a woman is putting on makeup when she goes out. And this is the same with the suit. In the meantime, I think I have like 12 of them for practically every show. And when we met, I had exactly the same one, but in gray and blue and red.
Yeah,
I remember it because I remember exactly how we met in Bucharest, AW Summit 2023, if I remember correctly.
Exactly, such a nice memory you have. So, and let's come back to your Affpal consulting business. So, you started with some consultations for free for your friends or for some guys from the market. Now, how many people you have right now in this structure?
So in the structure is practically 3 people in total, like working there fixed. So it's Tina for the HR department, and now we have like a marketing person there as well. And we need like 1 other person for business development plus me. And I work full time at Masters in Cash. So it's not that Affpal is taking all my time, but I have in the town where I live quite a lot of free time. So I can do this kind of things extra. And as you said, it was just like to help out some people, to help out some friends. And when the requests got more and the people that requested things were not only friends, you have to do something about it and monetize it.
Exactly, exactly. Why not to add some value to every collaboration in this world? So if we talk about Affpal business, I got the idea, but what about services? What kind, you mentioned 3 people you have there, but I guess, and I know you provide a lot of services with marketing, with consulting, with HR, with business development and so on. How do you manage it, and what services in general? What are the main requests into your business?
So the biggest request is for sure the HR topic. There is not too much happening in this industry. There are other companies that do it very well, but also once again, somebody that is covering it over all the verticals, it's quite rare. So this is definitely the biggest request. Also because we provide the candidates and the companies some unique services and insights. So this is the most popular one. Then I would say the next thing is really the consultancies that we are offering. So how to run an affiliate program, how to improve a network, how to do the ways of work, how to install a CRM system, calculations for affiliate managers for their commission structures and so on. This is all things that we are offering. We are not offering to connect you with affiliates because a lot of affiliates in other verticals I met over companies that I helped with, so it would not make sense to bring affiliates somewhere. So this is not something that we do. We give you the tools that you know how to make it yourself. And beside this are also some boutique services. So we are brokering consultants and copywriters and so on over Affpal Skills. It's now a new thing. And yeah, we also do localizations for websites. That's practically it. And
copywriting services, you mean?
Copywriting, we had now the first deal for it was like supplements. And it was very interesting how much money is into copywriting. So it's definitely something we are chasing now a bit more.
Not something like 100 or 200, yeah, you mean?
No, it was shocking how much it was. And then I exchanged this information today with somebody here on the conference, and he told me the numbers that their partners are charging.
Oh my.
I was like,
good.
Yeah, 30K for a BSL copywriting.
Good.
Yeah. So that's really crazy stuff.
Okay, so copywriting business is on the way within Affpal.
It's not something that I will hire copywriters and they do it for others. I will integrate it in Affpal Skills. Copywriters tell me what they are specialized on. The request comes, we are sending them there, and we take a small part of their fee.
Yeah, it's clear about copywriting part of your business and potential of it to develop. But if we talk about other services, how much do you charge for them, and how do you build the price? Because it's consulting, and it's difficult to imagine how to create the price for it. This is the first point. And the second point, it's difficult to explain to client why does it cost this amount of money, not less, not more.
So
this
what
exactly?
I do is I charge a fixed hourly rate, so there's practically no room for discussion. It's now 250 euros per hour, what is like, I think, quite fair for the experience I can bring on the table.
You should charge more for that, for sure.
It's still like a young business, so I prefer that everybody can at the moment afford it. And we see what comes later on as a follow-up business. And also I learn a lot from the companies that I consult, especially if it's in verticals that we don't understand. Also, a few of these companies, they are using the tracking solutions that I recommend, so I get something there. A few of them, they need then teams, so I assemble them people over the HR department. So it's not only this amount of money. And the calculation was simply where I saw that is like an amount everybody can afford, but also makes me enough to finance the growth of the company.
That's clear about the price, but what about the margins? For example, how much money do you need to invest in salaries, in any other expenses, and how much do you earn on it?
The biggest cost factor I definitely have is the traveling, because I go for Masters in Cash to around 5 conferences per year, plus there are maybe like 5, 6 where I have like paid speaking gigs, and now I had also the first companies that were paying me to go and make the speech in their name. I mean, like we had in Athens together.
Yeah.
So this is practically now something that is already like covered or even earning me something, but there are still like 10, 15 conferences where I go fully as Affpal or like just for party and networking. This has to be financed. So we are speaking about additional costs of something like 20, 30K per year that I just spent for traveling.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a cost factor. Then, of course, the software that we are using in Affpal HR has to be paid. The salaries, it's like not such a high fixed amount, but like with incredible high commissions that I'm paying to keep them motivated to drive every day big time. So, but the margin after all these costs is for sure more than 50%.
Yeah, quite a good margins, and for sure you need to cover your expenses for travels and so on. That's crystal clear. And if we talk about the consulting business in general, how do you attract clients to this business? What's
So
your strategy?
it's not really that I reach out to people. They are coming either over recommendation, what is the majority, also by the way for the HR stuff, or it's like personal connections that the people know me or they show me on the show. And now we had also the first time, or we have the first time a booth for Affpal, for HR, and also for the consultancy thing. So now stopped already, I mean, we have lunchtime, so the day is not over. So I think 3 people stopped now for consultancy, 2, 3 when I was there for the HR stuff. And even for Masters in Cash, somebody came. Is this not fantastic?
Yeah. Exactly, nice. Okay, it's clear about margins, about services you provide, but there is still one more question. I know that not Affpal Consulting, but other consulting agencies are here on the market. I've met several of them, I would say. So what differs your consulting agency from other agencies?
So it's first like a very holistic approach from the knowledge of all verticals. I prefer actually to work with companies that I have absolutely no idea, to bring my knowledge from the verticals that I understand fully and learn from them as well. So this is one thing. You are not getting only the insights from one thing. Then also we are bringing also the experience with the HR stuff. We bring a very big network of people that we can also plug in if they need something that I cannot offer. For example, people need iGaming consultancy, I cannot cover that. So I introduce somebody. They need a copywriter, I add that. They need a mailing inboxing consultant, I can bring that. So that's another thing that we are bringing on the market. And I think also what differs us is that we have a really, really very hands-on mentality. When I look at other content creators and consultants that are doing things in this direction, it's not so much hands-on, it's more about regulations, how to follow them, how to build your program that finance-wise is everything good. But they are not really teaching how to communicate with the affiliate, how to be maybe tricky when it comes to make lead rallies and give money to the individual affiliates and items and gadgets to the people that work for a network that they could not keep money. So it's really nearly 15 years of hands-on experience, a lot of mistakes that I made myself. So that's for sure a very big difference. And additionally, I still manage every day an affiliate program and affiliates. So everything that I preach is practically day-to-day used.
Yeah, it's a combination of your previous experience, of your current experience, and joining consulting agency, it's always about the expertise of this agency. For sure, there are several of them, but each of them have a special, unique story. So you need to figure out what you need for your business and then invest in these agencies. So, as you mentioned, you have something like 5 speeches during the year or something like that, maybe more.
I think it also goes in the direction 20 to 30. So I go to a conference, I make 3 panels.
So the question is, what is the idea for the beginners? Because there are a lot of professional experts around the industry, and probably they would like to go to and launch a business like a consulting agency or marketing agency or traffic agency, something. What should they start with if they choose the way to go into consulting business like you did before?
So I mean, one thing that they can do, of course, is to reach out to us and see if we have maybe some consulting gigs for them that I cannot cover myself, Affpal skills. So that would be one idea. The other idea is to create an online personality, go on speeches, make podcasts, join podcasts. There is always room to join something like this. Join a panel, start lean, and then scale it from there and be like an expert in a certain niche. If you are like an expert about email marketing, don't be like general email marketing, become an expert of email copywriting, of email inboxing, God knows what. That would be another thing. And of course, share with the entire world what you are doing. And this means not only online, you are new, you offer this service fresh, go to all the conferences that you can afford, go to every booth, introduce yourself, network, tell everybody on the bar what you are offering, and opportunities are mostly coming up when you are not searching for it. So just share it and the opportunities.
I got the idea. So if we didn't ask Stefan about something you would like to know about consulting business, feel to write it down below in the comments. He will be around and answer all the questions. I will take care of it, I promise. So here is the magic of the movie, and we will go to another location talking about Masters in Cash. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
There's only companies.
Okay, we came here to the business centers of Milan to discuss something about the next part of your life, Masters in Cash. It's going to be something shadow here, so the shadow gonna be my first question. I had an interview about half a year ago with head of Masters in Cash, Raul Cruz.
Yeah.
Now he some kind of disappeared and you became in charge. So what is the story behind it?
Yeah, well, he has not disappeared. He is still existing. It's not that he is dead or something like this, but they were
Not
like...
Romanian style, no?
No, not Romania. Romania is pretty safe, but actually the thing is that there were different ideas for him and for the company about how the future and the growth should be. And after these different ideas were not settled in a way, it was a natural development that there was then space for a new head of Masters in Cash that has a different vision. And this is now the case, but all good between us. And nothing bad to say about him, nothing bad to say about Masters in Cash. It was just not for the future a fit from both sides.
Yeah, not a match, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a Tinder to be a match, yeah?
It was then just time to move for both into a different direction, and Masters in Cash has somebody to fill in the role.
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody, some random dude, and it was here and there popping up, and now I'm also ready for that.
What are you going to improve in the company or change or bring some innovations into it?
The things are not only about what we're going to improve, it's already what is improving. For example, there was a lot of backlog with stuff that is small but is harming like the reputation of the company, maybe with like minor translation mistakes and so on. So this is the first thing that we were covering. We increased the communication between the departments. We improved the communication with our affiliates to hear a little bit more what they really want. We had now the first survey that Masters in Cash did with like very valuable insights that I would have never guessed. So this is something I recommend everybody that has an affiliate program or network to make at least one time per month a survey. And these are the things we implement now, crypto payouts for the affiliates, all these little things that have been requested.
Okay, so Masters in Cash is quite an old company, about 15 years in the market. what the size of the company? Give us an idea about the turnover, the amount of people. How big is it? How to fill it?
Well, big is relative, but we are around 35 people. We have, in the meantime, also a lot of remote workers in Romania, in Serbia, China, Japan, Portugal, of course, in the Netherlands. Also, there are people that are working more and more remote. It's just like a trend and a good thing, and we see it also in the HR company. Turnover, it's very solid, and I think what is very interesting is
several billion business.
Trillions, bro.
Trillions.
We buy next week Nvidia. So it's of course not like that, but it's like a very, very stable, established company. The CPL business is not something where I see right now at the moment the big spike, but the rev share is growing once again after some stagnation, super, super solid. We bring there some nice innovations, or we have already implemented them with like working very nice in hybrid deals and bonus systems for affiliates that are very loyal with us. And of course the API business. Jesus Christ, API, my favorite things. I think we had 4 or 5 podcasts already about that now.
We're going to talk about API a little bit later, but coming back to the business, to the old of this business, like 15 years in the industry, most probably, I know it for sure, you have a huge legacy, like old code database and so on. What is your idea how to improve it? Are you going to change something or switch to some side solutions like Advertisers or something?
Yeah, actually we have Advertisers for the for our CPL part at the moment, and RevShare and API is running on an, let's say, older in-house system. This older in-house system looks of course very horrible and has not a good usability, but it's very powerful when it comes to adjustments that we need to do. We can configure there all the offers that we are having really custom for the affiliate. They just have to ask us for this. We offer way more that they know. Sometimes it was not communicated for them, but I would recommend everybody, doesn't matter if it's working with Masters in Cash or with any other advertiser in any vertical, to just ask if you have an idea and a suggestion, because especially the legacy programs that exist in such a long time have often more solutions that are available if the affiliate manager that is there since 1 year asks the OGs in the company.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And how an affiliate or just a usual guy can make money with you if we talk about newbie and about the experienced one? Maybe one best example for each category of affiliate.
I think a newbie should always try to find like a market that is not oversaturated, and especially if this person is speaking the language, it's like a very big advantage. For example, today here at the Affiliate Expo, we had like some talks with some guys from Croatia. We have very strong offers in Croatia, even niche offers in Croatia. So that would be definitely something to start with. If the person is maybe not speaking this language, they can ask us anytime what are at the moment booming markets that are not oversaturated. That is very good for us from the ROI, so we can afford good payouts, high caps and so on. And then maybe find somebody that helps them with the localization, like a friend, somebody that can be trusted, not some random person from Fiverr. So that would be my approach with a new guy. The new guy should go to as many conferences as possible, and if this is not a way how to do it, they can join stuff like the Affiliate World Forum also to learn there more. Go maybe to masterminds and enhance their horizons and learn things. The most important thing is that you have a proper communication either with other affiliates that can give you advices, that you are in the boards active, that you learn there something, but of course also to ask your affiliate manager, or if you buy traffic, also your account manager for advice. In some cases they don't pay attention to you if you are like a total newbie. That's simply a given thing, but you will always find programs, including us, and sources that will support you. So this is the advice for the newbies. And if it comes to the guys that are senior, I would just request from the affiliate manager what is working at the moment already for me, and taking this as a baseline. You don't have to ask what is the best converting thing for the program, because this is maybe something completely different than what they are used to. So share what is working for you, maybe not the total secret sauce, but give us an idea what is already functioning, and we see what we have in our system. And as I said, our old tool, as ugly as it is, it's very easy to customize it for us, not for the affiliate. Yeah. Nobody wants to touch that as an affiliate. So you can tell us what pictures you need on your landing pages, on your sign-up pages and so on, and we can implement that all without using even a programmer.
Yeah.
So this
how
is like
fast? How fast you can do that? For example, I have a request like that.
it depends. I mean, if theoretically it can be done in half an hour, but there would be also until the DNS records and everything is updated, it will take 24 hours. And of course, the person that does it
That's good enough.
needs to sit and do something and has to be available. So it's not that you ask it and you have it immediately.
Yeah, you brought some light into this video with answers to this question. Thank you for that. And if we talk about this Masters in Cash business, you already mentioned this API part. And I followed your social networks, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. You mentioned this API part is crucial. It brings additional monetization and so on. Could you give in general, what is the idea about it? How much money, how much more margin I can generate with this tool?
The question is maybe not even how much more money you can generate. The question is what additional possibilities comes with it.
Okay.
Because let's say you are sending a user to us or any other advertiser direct. The lead is gone. You get one time paid and that's it. With the API, this is not the case. You can use your own landing and sign up pages. So you can put there a push script, you can already collect the push. You can put there your own back button script. If the user is not converting, makes a back button, it's still converting. And of course, all the data that is over the API reported to the advertiser is also going through your system. So you are also collecting the email addresses. So you have already with these quick things that I mentioned, push script, back button, and also email database.
Nice, but still, if I earn, let's say, 1,000 euros per month with your program or 10,000 euros per month with your program, the additional value, I can monetize it more, but do you have any case studies? For example, you implemented API and got like 100 above.
It's not so much that the people are changing from one thing to another. They approach us and they directly work with API. So it's a specific kind of affiliate, and it's very rarely that somebody is switching. With the API, I have to say that the traffic quality is not as good as with direct landing pages. So we are of course paying out less. So theoretically, the payout per user, per lead, is maybe half. Something like this, we have our matrix for that. But the conversion rate can be 4 or 5 times higher. Some people are also submitting the lead to many advertisers, not something that makes us happy. This is another thing where you can earn directly more, even when the payout is less, plus this additionally monetization. And for example, in dating, the users that are signing up over API and you can send emails, you can monetize them over more dating offers. You can monetize them over fan sites, over cam sites, over Nutra supplements, dick pills. You can sell them books about how to get laid.
So you share this database, generally speaking, about
We are not sharing it. The affiliate is submitting us the lead over, let's say, their own system, and they can catch this lead. They can catch this information. There is now also a SaaS solution, especially for the dating industry, from Artem Cheersman. He was also on our podcast presenting it because it's such a hot topic for our affiliates. And before, I mean, there were solutions before, but not dedicated for this industry. Before that, the affiliates would have to need like a tech team that is setting up something from them. Now you just give him a few €100 or whatever it is, and you have a top-notch solution.
Nice, thank you for sharing. You still have several content, I would say, on Masters in Cash pages, in your webs. And as we mentioned, you have 15 years on the market. But to be honest, when I checked your social networks, like I saw 700 on LinkedIn, like maybe on Facebook, on LinkedIn 100 or something. It looks like not too much. And we talk about API solutions, like complicated things, to be honest, for the newbie especially. The question is, do you educate the newbies? Do you help? Do you provide any education materials? Or maybe you have managers who are ready to help to start from scratch?
So what we have is the podcast. There is, beside the Affpal podcast for account managers, also the Masters in Cash podcast for the dating industry. And there is a lot of things that is helping the people. And I educate myself over the podcast. The majority of people that are coming there, they know in a certain field way more than me, especially when it comes to API. And that's why I love to talk to them, because I learn something new. And when the affiliates are watching that, or in general people from the industry, they learn something from that. Also, for example, let's speak not about API, speaking about media buying. We had, for example, a very, very interesting podcast with ExoClick, where ExoClick was sharing how you find the gold mines in ExoClick. So this is stuff, when people are watching this, they get a lot of education out of that. But it's not that we are taking them by the hand and says, bro, this is how you make the money. And regarding your point about the social media impact, that's true. We never bought followers or so. I see sometimes programs, they have 20,000 followers, and I look and they have 5 likes or so. So everything from us is it's organic, and we invested the money in the past for other stuff like taking a plane, flying like a bunch of guys to Ibiza and so on. A lot of the old school dating guys, they will remember all these crazy masters in cash trips. And then we lowered it a little bit to reinvent ourselves. And this is at the moment heavily happening with also the launch of US that is happening in July for us internally, and then public 1 month later. I don't know when you publish this video, but most probably it will be available at this time already. And then we will turn on the marketing machine. And if there is now a focus on making the social media accounts grow or not, we will see.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Looks like you invest a lot of your time and time of your businesses into education, into the industry. What we discussed before, you take care about people, and that's what I like most. Nowadays it's very important. And let's figure out, is he white as he is? And let's ask his friends if he's good enough, and let's see their opinions. We are in Warsaw, Poland. During the last several years, this city has become a new European IT hub. According to Statista, revenue in the Polish IT market is projected to reach almost $10 billion in 2024. Nowadays, Warsaw is a new home for such industry giants as Netflix, Amazon and Google. Poland attracts the best IT experts from all over the world, just the same as we do at Peaky Ads. Peaky Ads is a full-service marketing agency with outstanding specialists from SEO to media buying and PR. We have data-driven solutions for almost any industry in the world. Today, I will let you know about the holy marketing trinity, channels you must take care of in the first place. Number 1 is SEO. We do it from tech audit and consulting to brand protection and content projects. We provide everything you need to scale organic traffic quickly and wisely. Number 2 is search engine reputation management. With its help, we turn weaknesses into powers. Complaints, lack of reviews, negative search reputation. We will fix it in the blink of an eye. Number 3. Together we will dive deep into the marvelous world of interviews, articles, podcasts, webinars and speeches. We will make sure that everyone knows you and your company. And this channel is PR. Grab your promo code Affpal interview for 15% discount for the first order. Conquer new peaks with Peaky Ads. Okay, we're still at the conference at Affiliate Expo in Milano, and we have Jenny Gonzalez here, and we will try to find maybe one bad word about Stefan, because everybody speaks in a good way about him. Maybe you know.
I'm honest. I know the dirt. I know where the bodies are hidden.
Let's do it. Tell us how you met Stefan. What is your experience about him?
So Stefan and I met something like 15 years ago. We were both children, both baby affiliate managers, started in the industry. And we met during a dance-off. Yeah. We were on an event for his company at the time, and it was this tram in Pilsen. And it was a tram that you can hire that takes you around the city, and you can drink.
Yeah, good one.
So we're drinking, whatever, and Stefan is being Stefan, right? He's like all trying to dance, and I was like, oh, bro, I will show you dance moves. And we just started, like, while the tram is moving, we're doing a dance-off.
This picture from the childhood?
Not even, no. This is like, by then it was like years went by. I'm talking like children. And it was just like friendship at first sight.
Okay, nice, nice. So, and what is your best experience about Stefan? For sure you have not only friendship, but you have some business work together, I guess. What is the best lesson or the best case with Stefan you got?
All right. We've been doing business. At one point, we switched jobs. We've been around forever. But these are more at a personal level. Mm-hmm. Things that he always makes fun of me for, and things that I've learned from him. I'm constantly worried about adding value and like, how am I going to help the people? And Stefan has taught me that shameless self-promotion is okay. And that no matter where you come from, no matter your background, no matter anything, you can be unapologetically you and succeed and leverage your relationships to accomplish whatever it is that you want. That is the biggest lesson I've learned from Stefan.
Exactly. Push hard. Everything you need is just continue pushing this world. And what about some maybe funny story about Stefan? Maybe when you were drunk or dancing all night long or any other?
So I don't party as much as Stefan, so I don't have those like kind of experiences. But one time when I lived in Malta, he came to see me. And I was driving a speedboat and he was being Stefan. In the front, just being like super funny, trying to dance. We're like going over the waves. His hat flew off. And I was driving, don't ask me how, I caught it in the air. Both of us were like, what? Until today, if we tried to replicate it, we could never do it. But that is like the most memorable like experience we've ever had. We could never repeat it.
That's fine. Okay, this was Jenny Gonzalez. Say hello to Nilo. She's gonna proceed with this story.
There you go. Hello, Nilu.
Okay, we continue our investigation about Stefan. We have Nilo Yusupova on air. And Nilo, could you tell us your story about Stefan? How did you meet him?
You know, when you say investigation about Stefan, I'm like, okay, what he has done again. So I don't exactly remember when I met Stefan, but now when I look at him, it's like I have always been known him, you know, in the industry. I've met him several times because we work both in online dating. So I really cannot remember when. But I definitely remember when we started our friendship. And I think we were flying 2 years ago or 3 to Bangkok. And we had a flight from Vienna. And the flight was direct flight, like 10 hours flight. Oh. So we saw each other, we understood, okay, we had to switch seats. And we were sitting for 10 hours near. We were playing Angry Birds game for 10 hours, talking about everything Angry Birds game. And I think this is something that united us. And every time we saw each other after, we like, Angry Birds.
Cool story. And when I talked about investigation, I mean, everybody like, so Stefan is good one, Stefan is like pink world, so on. I would like to hear some facts or some stories when Stefan like a bad wolf, you know what I mean. Do you have any experience like that? Because it's hard to find, but probably you know something about it.
Something bad about really Stefan? Bad. Usually Stefan wears funny costumes. And what is bad about it, that I think he wears clothes 2 sizes smaller than he needs, and those like crazy patterns. I mean, I understand that he's German, and sometimes the style of German, you know, people wearing, it's not Italian, it's not Italian. But, you know, to say something good about Stefan is he's a really good dancer. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. Jenny told us almost everything about his dancing skills. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. So, if we talk about Stefan, for sure you have a friendship with him, probably as you're in the same industry, in the same niche of our industry in dating.
Yeah.
Maybe you had some business together. And if so, what is the best case of working with him or best experience you get from Stefan?
Well, yeah, we work together with Stefan because online dating is this niche where the competitors can be also partners, you know, because everyone works with everyone, selling traffic, buying traffic, so it's totally normal, especially when you buy traffic from their member area and sell traffic from your member area, so it's all good. Stefan has been always very responsive and very responsible. I know that if he says something, he will definitely meet my expectations and try to be a man of his words. So I think this is the most important in our industry and a very cool skill of Stefan.
How much money did you make with him?
I cannot say.
Six numbers?
No, not
less
6 numbers.
5?
Because anyway, I think when we are competitors and partners, we don't really, we cannot share them.
Okay, I got it. So about Stefan, what is the funniest moment with him? Angry Birds?
Angry Birds.
Angry Birds.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Thank you for your comment. Next, we're gonna talk with who? With Tina. He's HR director. So say hello to Tina, and we will switch to it. Hey again, we have Tina Danusia Bode here online. She works with Stefan Affpal as HR Director of Affpal Consulting. We in progress with our investigation about Stefan, trying to find any bad word about him, but we have no luck with it. So could you tell us your experience about Stefan? How did you met him?
So actually, it's funny because I met Stefan, I think 6.5 years ago, and it was the night I also met my husband, Marius, so I kind of met everyone there.
Yeah.
I don't remember so many things about that night. We just met and partied.
That means it was a good night.
Yes, it was a good night, but I remember Stefan being like so fun and so like happy all the time, and you can speak anything to him. Like from the first day, I was free to speak freely with him. Yeah, he's
nice.
great.
Nice. And what about doing business with Stefan? What is the best lesson you gained from him?
So the best lesson, actually, I'm just starting to learn a lot of things because we started to work recently, like I think 7-8 months ago. Almost a year, and I'm still learning every day from him. As I said on the stage, he's also my friend, my mentor, and my colleague. So I'm learning every day from him.
Yeah, but by the way, congratulations on your first speech on the stage. It was today. It was really good. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
And about Stefan, what is like the funniest thing about him? Probably you don't do just working stuff. Probably you hang out somewhere. What is the
No,
funniest
you are
story
trying
about
to
him?
dig something.
Yeah. Exactly.
So funny stories, I think we have a lot, but nothing like so crazy because we also like to party and hang out with a lot of our friends. But I have like, this will be the most important story for me, the one where today I was sharing the stage with him and it was like amazing. You could see that he's a pro. And as I said, thank you. Not yet, but as I said, I want to learn as much as I can from him because he's a great teacher also. So this would be my great story with him, like being today, first time for me on a stage. And he was amazing, as always.
Yeah, he is a good guy. Yes. So the next one gonna be Florin, the organizer of the conference. So say hello to Florin and we will switch to him.
Hello, Florin. Good luck.
Okay, we have another guest here, Florin. He's organizer of Affiliate Expo in Milano. It's a really great show. Thank you for that. It's a pleasure to be a part of it. But the question is not about the conference. The question is about Stefan Affpal. We continue our investigation trying to figure out if he is a good boy or a bad boy, you know. So tell us how you met this guy for the first time.
Okay, first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting and thank you for everything. Yeah, Stefan is a really old friend of mine. We've met back in the days when I was an affiliate. We've met in Spain. We've met in a party. He was biz dev, I think, of a very big company at that time. And he invited me to their party. I liked him right away. We connected. And a few years later, I baptized his daughter. So I'm the godfather of his daughter.
Oh, you're this guy.
I'm the guy. I'm also the reason he got together with the mother, which they are not together anymore now, but that's another story. So yeah, he's a great guy. I love him.
Nice.
Very professional.
Do you have only friendship with him or do you do some business from time to time, maybe some consulting stuff or stuff like that? And in part of this question, maybe what is the best business lesson or case study you made together?
Okay, so first of all, you guys need to know that he is my role model in this industry when it comes to speaking, public speaking. I saw him, it was my dream like to go on the stage and speak and be relaxed since years ago. And I was following him and I was asking him advices, how should I act, how should I perform? He was giving me that. Since 3 years or so, I'm okay with that. So he knows that. You know, bro, thank you for everything. He supported me. So for me, he's my role model in this industry when it comes to public speaking. Beside that, he also does a lot of consultancy to my clients. Where I provide affiliate tracking platform. So basically all the people that wants to launch an affiliate network, they come to me. Many times they don't have an affiliate manager or someone trained to use the platform and they come to him.
And this conference, was it your idea or idea mixed with Stefan and your desire to go to stage?
Okay, the conference organization, you mean?
Yeah.
No, so basically this is an older conference. They started as a local conference in 2018 which was kind of good success. 2023, I took it in collaboration with another company, which is AI20 Network. Basically, we're 50-50 on this. And because they wanted to go outside, they said, okay, we're only here locally. We would like to bring people from abroad, but we don't know how. And you have the right connections. Let's do it together. Exactly. And most of the exhibitors are my clients. So it was like a perfect mix. So I didn't pay €1 for the conference, but I'm working I'm working a lot to organize it. So yeah, I'm really happy that I took that challenge. The first year we organized it in 1 month and 3 weeks, which was crazy. I was working 16 hours a day. Now it's everything more relaxed. There is more people. I see that many people.
Some Italian style, yeah, relaxed.
Italian, it's in the air, like international Italian
style. Good one. Thank you one more time for this organization. And we have a final question about Stefan. Coming back to him, what is the funniest, the craziest moment you live through together? Maybe some hard party, or maybe some issue. While being godfather of his daughter?
Well, the funniest thing I can remember about Stefan is he called me one day after I kind of favorized the unification with the ex-girlfriend. He called me like 5-6 months later, and I knew that they fight like 2 months before, and it was really nasty. And he called me, bro, I will have a child. And I was listening, I wasn't sure if I should be happy or sad. And I asked him, should I be happy or sad? Because right now I feel I should be sad for that.
Yeah.
He said, no, this is amazing. I always wanted a baby and it's amazing. Yeah, but you guys are, doesn't matter, we will make it work. And you need to be the godfather. And that's the funniest moment I can remember, because I was like blocked. I said, no, what did I do?
Yeah. Nice. Thank you for sharing. It was Florin, organizer of Affiliate Expo in Milan. And see you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, welcome back to this balcony with Affiliate Star. We just checked the whole story about you, about Affpal Consulting, about Masters in Cash. We even talked to some of your friends and colleagues. I've been trying hard to figure out some bad information about you, because I don't believe that someone like, a good guy 100%. I don't believe that. But I didn't find anything.
Yeah, then you were not talking to the right people that were really partying with me.
Okay, next time. They tried to mention something like that, but they kept it like in silence. So yeah, that's it. And to finalize it, we already know a lot about you, like about the person, about the businessman, and so on. So you run so many businesses, you do such a lot, such a big amount of jobs. Do you have any spare time for sleeping? What do you sacrifice in your life to get such high results?
I sacrifice nothing, because the things that I do for work I really love, besides here and there some numbers, Masters in Cash, send reports. So this is of course not like a relaxing task for me, but in general all the other stuff that is like 90% of it is really like enjoying for me, so I don't need other things. When I don't have herniated problems, I go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, what is really good. I stay a lot of times with my daughter, what is really giving me very, very good energy. And I always had like a sleeping disorder, and I was thinking it's like a disease, but now I realized after many years fighting with it that I don't really need more. So I embrace that I just need like 5 hours sleep per day.
5 hours per day? And you consider it's a gift?
Well, in some way it is. I mean, now that I figure it out, I was always trying to force myself to sleep more, and then I could not sleep the next night. Now I just go to bed with my kid, and I stay 1 hour more awake. And I wake up at 5 o'clock, I wake up at 6 o'clock, depends. And I feel as fresh as I stay in bed until 10 o'clock. And at least I can sleep then in the night. So I figured that out, so I don't really need at the moment much more. And since I figured that out, it's the same even on the conferences. Now in Cyprus, the parties that I had there and the drinking that I did there, normally that would keep me in bed until 1 o'clock. But since I know that, I wake up and I just go out. I go in the gym, even with the hangover. I make there something for half an hour. I have a breakfast, and I'm then at 8. I was at 8 o'clock on the show. I took like the first, not at 8 o'clock, the shuttle bus was coming later, but I got every day up at like 7 o'clock on Cyprus now. And it's working okay.
Crazy life. What does your doctor think about it, such attitude?
So actually I have not spoken with any doctor about it, but I think everybody is like very different. It's the same with the diet. People are gaining weight for certain things and they are losing weight for certain things. Everybody is different. So I have not consulted somebody. I consulted somebody, nobody found something for my sleeping problems until I figured it out myself in some way.
Yeah, nice. So it looks like you have enough hours for new businesses in your 24 hours day. So maybe you do investments in something, stocks, crypto, stuff like that?
Stocks.
Why?
I tried it 2 times with real estate. Both time was a big fail, not restaurant style fail, but the first time I had, like, we call it Mietnomade. If somebody is watching this for German, it's practically a asshole that is squatting in your place and destroying it. What happened to me? And the second time it was like with legal restrictions, it was a parking deck. I bought a parking deck. So that was always a failure for me. Crypto, it's not feeling for me so long term, more like a small trade.
It's not too proper for you, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I have some cryptos, also some meme coins, and it's interesting to watch them jumping up and down, but it's not something I would rely my retirement money on. And
do you sell them? They are high when they are high?
Actually, when I think about it, no, I always keep them. I look at
it to be higher, yeah?
Yeah, I like with the restaurant, sooner or later it will work. So I have for sure something like a little addiction genetic in me. And with the stocks, it's simply something I do since I'm 18. So it's now nearly 25 years that I'm holding and trading them. And 80% is in the meantime like super legit stuff. And 20% is like more dynamic stuff, biotech stocks from China, AI startups from God knows what country, and so on.
Maybe some popular names of stocks you have, like Apple, Tesla, something like that?
Not like this, but for example, I have AT&T, I have Porsche.
Nvidia, maybe?
No, Nvidia I don't have. Chip makers, I don't have. I have Enphase, for example, that is making some solar stuff. Yeah, these are the ones that are popping now in mind. And airlines.
Airlines, which one?
Actually, I think I have 7 or 8 airline stocks. I have a very good hand for airlines because I fly so much, so I watch. So I have now at the moment Ryanair, I have Norwegian Airlines, Southwest. Southwest is the only one that is down, and Nordic Atlantic, what is like more like a high-risk stock. And 2 more for Latin America, Alaska Airlines. These are the ones that I can recall now, yeah.
Do you already have your own plane, maybe?
Not even like on Minecraft.
Okay, thank you for this part of the interview. Thank you for watching, and we are switching to the next part, to the great competition which we arranged with Stefan together. Let's move to the next location and figure out what is it. Okay guys, thank you for watching. It was a pleasure as always. We had a marvelous interview with Stefan Affpal, and what we want to do is to add some more value to this video. We're gonna launch the contest competition in part of comments. Put in the comment the best idea of new business, new innovation or new startup what you seek money for, and we together with Stefan we will choose the best idea and give you 1,000 euros. Not to start from scratch, but to have something in your pocket.
Yeah, and not that you have to start only with this budget and your idea. I also add from Affpal Consultancy 3 hours of consultancy for your business idea. Of course, if you are in the adult industry or if you want to make like your own affiliate management consultancy company or HR company, not. But yeah, I hope that will help somebody to really build a career and a better life.
Definitely it will. Thank you for watching, subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share it with your friend, don't forget to leave a comment, and see you in the next video.
See ya, thanks for watching.